Assalamualaikum, Madam Aslina and everyone. I am representing Group 10 and today we are exploring corporate social responsibility through the lens of PlayStation Plus. In 2026, PlayStation Plus is far more than just a gaming subscription. It is Sony Interactive Entertainment's primary digital ecosystem, offering multiplayer access and multiple access and a massive catalog of digital games and systems. Strategically, this platform is central to Sony's CSR philosophy. Driven by their purpose to fill the world with emotion through technology, Sony has committed to the Road to Zero initiative, aiming for a net zero environmental footprint by 2040. By shifting users from physical discs to digital downloads via PS Plus, Sony actively reduces plastic waste and supply chain emission. Furthermore, they champion social impact by embedding strict online safety protocol and global accessibility features. This outcome sets the stage for our report and on how digital intelligence drives sustainable gaming. Thank you, and I will now pass it to my next teammate.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Azul. So today I want to share you how Sony is transforming from a tech giant into an environmental leader through their Road to Zero initiative. This isn't just a vague promise, but it's a data-driven roadmap to achieve a zero environmental footprint by 2050. In 2022, Sony recognized the increasing urgency of climate change and made a bold move. They accelerate their carbon neutrality and target for the entire value chain, including Scope 1, 2, and 3 by moving it from 2050 forward to 2040. Their immediate milestone is the Green Management 2030 plan, which target a 60% reduction in direct operational emission and a shift to 100% renewable electricity at all global sites. When we look at the hardware in our homes, the impact is visible. The PlayStation 5 was a turning point. Its packaging is now up to 99% plastic free, replacing plastic ties and bag with fiber-based materials, but it goes deeper than packaging. Sony used a patent recycled plastic called Soplast, which made from used water bottle and optical disc into directly inside the internal component of consoles and accessories. Finally, as we move toward a digital future, Sony is optimizing the visible footprint. Their data center for PlayStation Plus use high efficiency power supplies and advanced cooling. Interestingly, for sessions under 20 hours, cloud streaming actually results in lower carbon emission than traditional display. Even the console itself is smarter. The PS5 suspend mode consumes 80% less power than the PS4, which is significantly reducing the cumulative energy footprint of millions of gamers worldwide. Through this hardware and digital innovation, Sony is proving that high-performance gaming and environmental responsibility can go hand in hand. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ahmad Iskandar and I will explain PlayStation roles in social responsibility. Firstly, PlayStation focus on accessibility for disabled gamers. They introduced the Access Controller, which is specifically designed to help players with disabilities to enjoy gaming more comfortably. The controller was developed together with disability organizations and accessibility experts, which shows that PlayStation's commitment to inclusive gaming for everyone. Second, PlayStation also emphasizes diversity, equity, and inclusion, or DE&I. The company promotes equal opportunities in the workplace and supports employees from different races, genders, cultures, and backgrounds. This helps to create a more respectful and inclusive working environment. Lastly, Sony and PlayStation contribute to community support and charity work. They participate in disaster relief, humanitarian aid, and education programs around the world. Through these efforts, the company shows that it is not only focused on profit, but also on helping communities and making a positive social impact. In conclusion, what I learned from PlayStation is that they demonstrates social responsibility through accessibility, inclusivity, and community support, which strengthen its positive image among consumers and society. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Muhammad Aiman bin Azhar and I'm going to present to you about social responsibility in the online environment for PlayStation Plus. To tackle the vicious cycle of toxicity, PlayStation Plus provides two types of community moderation. The first one is toxicity interventions and second one is automated safeguards. In general, PlayStation Plus already applied this type of moderation for users to report, where if there's users they're having toxic behavior and having feedback as soon as possible. Next one, PlayStation Plus also provide anti-harassment by having social scouting and demographic shields. In general, this type of service provides proactive safety boundaries and creates tailored behavior defensive to protect adults in multiplayer gaming communities. Last but not least, PlayStation Plus also provide data security and privacy by having PII protection and policy transparency. What is PII? PII is personally identifiable information. This method uses strong encryption techniques, which is multi-factor authentication, to systematically mitigate cyber breach, and this method also uses clear and accessible data structures and consent formats and avoiding ambiguous metadata phrases. So the user's data is always secured. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Aziz bin Azian and I will be taking you through part 5. How do the CSR initiative actually impact the profitability of PlayStation Plus? As you can see on the slide, it comes down to 3 main advantages. And first is loyalty. PlayStation Plus survive on monthly renewal. When players see Sony investing in green-first and accessible hardware, it builds real emotional attachment to the brand. Gamers feel good about their purchase, which directly drive up subscription retention. Second is the age. The digital gaming market is fiercely competitive. Sony's aggressive Road to Zero milestone made PS Plus stand out against massive rivals like Xbox Game Pass. It gives them a very powerful competitive advantage. And lastly is free PR. Every time PlayStation hits an environmental goal or launch an accessibility tool, the media will cover it. This community-focused initiative acts as organic marketing, naturally drawing in new users who might not have subscribed otherwise. So the bottom line is clear. CSR isn't just about charity. It is a calculated strategic tool that fuels long-term profitability. That's all for me. Thank you.
Hi, good evening. My name is Nelson Wong Yen Sun. So, for my part, I will be presenting the conclusion and also the connection to the lecture 14. So, overall, PlayStation Plus is a very good example of how a technology company applies corporate social responsibility, or we can call it as a CSR in a short form. Sony is not only focusing on entertainment, but they also care about the environment, society, and their users. So for the first, from the environmental side, PlayStation work on improving energy efficiency in their server and also try to reduce the carbon emission. Then, from the social side, they promote inclusivity by providing accessibility features for disabled gamers. They also create a safer online environment for reducing toxic behavior and protecting user data. This clearly relate to the CSR concept from the lecture 14, where companies are expected to consider the impact of their action on all stakeholders, like a customer, employees, and society. Besides that, this case also linked to the triple bottom line, which is the first one is the people, then planet, the last one is the profit. For the people, PlayStation improve inclusivity and user experience. For the planet, they focus on sustainability and reducing environmental impact. And for the last one, profit, this effort help them attract more users and build strong brand loyalty. PlayStation Plus also follow the business case CSR approach. This means their CSR activity not only help society, but also help the business growth. For example, it improves their reputation, build customer trust, and make them more competitive. So, in conclusion, PlayStation Plus show that a company can be both responsible and profitable at the same time. CSR is very important, especially on today's technology industry. Thank you. That's all for my part.